You know, I got to go back and look at, the exact execution of the pitches, but I know we wanted to, the plan was to get on the attack and establish the strike zone and the Cardinals team, they came out swinging. They came out swinging first pitch and they barreled some balls up. He never really got the opportunity or the chance to settle in. They came out really aggressive and they found some barrels. I was hoping once he got through that first one, I was hoping he'd be able to settle in. Went out, had a good second, and at that point, it's like, all right, see if he can settle in. And then, we started the third and just a little too much traffic. And at that point, we went to the bullpen and bullpen guys. I just thought all of them, from Strong to Craig, Pierce, Pagan, Palm, certainly Richards and Rosie. I thought they all did a great job, did the best they could at keeping us in the game. We got, maybe a little dug just a little too much of a hole. We couldn't get out, but I thought the guys, we fought for all, 27 outs. Honestly, we didn't feel any pressing. It was just, they did a great job of staying, pitch to pitch, and fought every pitch, fought every inning. We just couldn't break through and get the multiple runs in the inning. And I felt like we had traffic. Obviously didn't get the big hit, but it feels like, without, going back and having the numbers in front, it just feels like 5 or 6 balls that we absolutely hit on the screws, and you got to give them credit. They made plays. They were at the right spots. Toddy hit that ball to right, and, Fowler out there on the warning track on a low liner, and, certainly Bader there on Wills at the end. It seemed like, DeYoung was in the right spot, a couple line drives. I think Goldie got a, line drive. So I felt like, we barreled some balls up. We just didn't find any outfield grass or any space. And so that we got to wash this one off. We got to rest. And we had to bring that same approach tomorrow. But I feel like if we continue to get traffic and hit the ball hard, some good things are going to happen. Like I said, as a group, we just got to wash this off. And now our back's against the wall. And now we find out exactly what we're made of. We're going to be stretched. Now it's going to be fun. Let's find out who we are.
You said everybody will be available. You were able to limit them, but how unsettling is it that you're basically having to, if you're going to win this, it's going to be 2 bullpen games?
Well, we'll wait and get there, So we need Davies to set the tone for us tomorrow, do what he's been doing all year. We're going to play good defense behind him, and we'll go from there. Like I said, our back's against the wall, and let's make it a game on Friday. But we've got to come out. We've got to play our best game of the year tomorrow. So we've got a deep drive, a deep passion. We want to play together with this group. These guys are going to fight for each other. And so we're going to do everything in our power to make sure we get another game.
Jayce, knowing the stakes of this game, what made you so comfortable sending Chris back out there for the second inning?
Well, we were hoping to get him, going and get all the way through. I think, truthfully, we needed him to settle in, and that's what he did in the second a little bit. It's no secret. We're, from a starting pitching standpoint, we're not as deep as we were a week ago. So we needed to give him a chance to settle in and get going, and he just couldn't get out of the third. And at that point, we went ahead and decided to unload the bullpen and try to keep us in this game. So ultimately, we're going to do everything in our power to make sure Chris gets another start on the year. He's that's the taste. He doesn't need to be left with that one. We need to get him the ball again. And so that's what we're going to try to do.
I left it all on the field. Going into the game, I live for those moments. that's the moment you work for your entire life. To be able to go out there and say that you got to pitch in a postseason game, and the most frustrating part is it just didn't go my way, and I've been battling that all season long, and I'm going to keep my head up. It's so frustrating, but tomorrow's a new day, and I got faith in these boys that that might be my first one, but it's not my last postseason start this year. We're going to come back tomorrow, their heads up high, and take game 2. I'm going to take the ball every chance I get. When that opportunity is handed to me, I'm going to go out there and play like I was 10 years old. It's just it's so frustrating to be able to say that my first postseason start didn't go the way I wanted to. I live for those moments. But like I said, I'm gonna keep my head up high and move on. Tomorrow's a new day. Overall, just another learning experience for me. I don't like to use the word failure because, it doesn't matter how many times you get punched in the face. It's how many times you're going to get back up.
You were at 31 pitches after the second inning. You got through that second inning. What were you thinking at that point about how you felt and where you were at?
Yeah, after we answered there in the bottom of the first, I kind of eliminated, all the negativity in my mind. Man, let me tell you, the game speeds up in a postseason start. I was so mentally fatigued out there. But when we answered back there in the first and the second, I was like, okay, we got a new ball game here, 4-2. Do everything in my power to control what I can control, and that's to keep it a 2-run ball game. And then, like I said, unfortunately, things got out of my control, and they put some good barrels on my fastballs and a couple changeups as well. Going into it, I knew, I kept telling myself this morning when I looked at myself in the mirror, it's another game. It's another game against the Cardinals. Don't overthink it. Don't overthink the postseason start. The adrenaline is naturally going to be there. With the family there as well, from the players. It was cool to be able to see some faces up there in the suites and stuff like that. But man, every pitch I was mentally fatigued because I knew, every pitch is important. And that's not just postseason, that's the regular season as well, as I try and tell myself, not to take a pitch off, whether that's, like 40 pitches like today or 110.